100% the Garden Awakens is already ending, which makes sense seeing as there's not much that was added. I managed to get just over 50% in the first episode, but that doesn't mean I don't have much to do. Enough talking. It's time to 100% the Garden Awakens. Welcome back to 100% the Garden Awakens. Now, I'm probably gonna make this episode the final one, seeing as there really isn't much left to do, but then there's stuff I want to do that doesn't really go towards percentage, just like the other series, and I don't know how long it's gonna take. But I'm hoping it won't take that long. Also, I just noticed my eye blossoms are closed now. I think all of them are, right? I don't remember which ones, which one was closed, which ones were opened. But yeah, I guess even if they're in pots, they close and open, depending on if it's day or night. Although I would have thought if they're in pots, it doesn't change. Or like just if they're inside. I thought they would have had to actually be outside for it to work. And I guess we've got a visitor. Are you gonna be annoying though? Yep. Almost got him. Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're gonna defend the base, maybe that'll be helpful. It's just you didn't help at all. And also, with the pale hanging moss, I did collect string off camera and put it there, and then I found out that it doesn't grow when you place it. Or I think it doesn't grow at all. I'm pretty sure, yeah, it just doesn't grow at all. So I don't know why I thought, like, I think it was this one I thought that grew. I don't really remember putting two there, but I must have then. And you'll also notice with the signs, I've changed them. Because I had an idea after, can you please move out of the way? Okay, I'll go over here. Yeah, I had an idea. What is wrong with this guy? Yeah, I had an idea after I finished the episode. What if I, like, get, like, a black square, put it on the signs so it looks like nails? So it looks like I've actually, like, nailed it in and it's, like, some bad repairs to the house. And I think it looks a lot better, honestly. I mean, I wish it could look more like nails. I feel like there's something else I could have used, but this is probably the best I'll get. And I'm happy with it. It's just a small little detail, but does a lot. Okay, so I've got a few things to do if I want this to be the final video, and I've got to do it fast. I just really hope it doesn't end up being a very long video, because if I let it go on to a third video, then there's just not going to be much in the finale. There's going to be like one task or something, and then I build the hall, which I want to do a little differently, seeing as it took me a very long time to build it last time, and I don't really have the tools to gather like a bunch of blocks to build a really big hall. I want to do it a bit differently. So the only requirement is having items on display, and the building can just be however I want it to be, because both the 100% 1.20 and 1.21 halls, they were kind of the same thing, basically just different blocks, and I don't want it to be like that every single season. So I want to try and do something different this time, and maybe every time if I can be bothered. But first, I have to go and do tasks, which, the first one, I need to go back out, where's my boat? And go adventuring again, because I need to find an armor trim and use some resin. Because with the addition of resin, they made it so that you can also use resin with armor trims and get like a more vibrant orange than copper. So I want to actually use that, and I think it'll look pretty cool. It's just, I don't know where I'm going to get an armor trim from. I would have hoped I would get one from all the shipwrecks I found, but I'd never found a coast armor trim, which is annoying. And that's also what I was talking about with the diamonds. It'll be helpful to duplicate the armor trims using the diamonds. So that's why I'm just going to hold on to them for now, and any extras I can just make random gear out of. Could have just gone into the woodland mansion, honestly, but that would have been way too dangerous. Oh, wait. I should go back and get my saddle. And the only problem I had with using a horse once I got the saddle is that when I crossed large bodies of water, I couldn't bring the horse with me because I don't have a lead. But I think I have an idea. Okay, good, you didn't despawn. Got a bit worried there. I should sleep first. Well, once I can. And there we go. There's the saddle. This will make things so much faster now. Wish I had that when I actually ventured out to this pale garden, though. Oh! I don't even have to take the violent approach. Thank you. You may live for another day. There we go. Okay. Please be fast. Okay, that's actually pretty good. Nice. There's another one over there, but I don't think I'm going to bother comparing speeds. Can you jump high? No. That's okay. I don't really need you to. Okay, there's finally a shipwreck over there, but I found out this whole time I've basically just been heading back to spawn. So, there's a chance I've already looted this. I don't think I have. It's a very low chance I've looted it, but there's still a chance. Still a chance. Yeah. Yeah, I think I might know this one, actually. I think this is the first shipwreck I went to. How have I been going back to spawn the whole time? I swear I went the opposite way. Well, I guess I didn't actually check. It's just the direction I thought I was originally going. Okay, well, I'll just try and head in a different direction then. And see how that goes. Alright, here we go. Not in that one. Oh, Respiration 3, that's pretty good. I think it... What chest can it spawn in, actually? I think it can only be in the, loot chest, right? I think it can only be in the one chest with, all the... Yeah, iron and stuff. This one. That is horrible. That's the worst chest I've ever seen. Yeah, I don't know if it matters what chest. I should probably look it up. Okay, I took a look, and it can spawn in any of them, and it's a 16.7% chance, so 1 on 6, that should be. It always feels like it's so much higher than that, too. I feel like you always get a coast armor trim, but I guess that's because it's 1 in 6, so then if a shipwreck has, even 2 chests, then every 3 shipwrecks you'll find one. So I guess that kind of makes sense. Oh, you know what I could do? Maybe I can get a sentry armor trim. I didn't even think about that. I mean, I didn't think I was going to find a pillager outpost, to be fair. But I did actually find, I think it was 2 on my way over here. So I guess it would have been good to go and get the armor trims from there. I mean, maybe they didn't have any on my way here, but I wasn't really thinking about it. And I didn't really have any armor or gear. So probably for the best that I skipped it. Although I probably could have survived. It's not really too difficult. Okay, come on, please. No, no, no sentry. That's the only chest. Oh, there we go. We actually got it. Okay. Didn't take too long. I mean, actually, it took longer than I thought, but at least it wasn't, really bad. Hours upon hours. Although it is a coast armor trim. The easiest armor trim to find. Alright, time to head home. Only got a few thousand blocks to travel. Okay, finally made it home. Just gotta get inside and I'm not gonna be able to sleep. I somehow can. Okay, guess they're not close enough. And the Wandering Trader's still here. I still hear him outside. How are you still here? But yeah, I'm finally back. Just got a bit more loot because I searched a few more shipwrecks, but couldn't find any more coast armor trims. Could only find the one, sadly. But that's okay, because I can just duplicate them. Oh, what just broke? Oh no, my leather boots. No. Oh man, no more depth strider for me. I guess that's okay. Yeah, it's about time I get rid of all these other random pieces and make some iron armor. Especially since I'm going to put some armor trims on them. Where'd the horse go? Oh, there you are. Hey, I was just going to bring you around here, and I guess I'll just tie you here. Because I'm not going to build a home for you, because I can't really be bothered to, and I don't have the time. Oh, why has that one stayed open? Yeah, why is that not closed yet, but the others have? I don't know, but I'm not complaining. Yes, I should probably get this armor trim thing going. Where's cobblestone? Here we go. Okay. And let's duplicate this. I should... Oh, wait, no, what am I doing? I should only really need to do it twice, because I only need 4. I don't really care about having extra, because I shouldn't need to do this again. Yeah, so I'm not going to have extra, because I guess if the armor breaks, it doesn't really matter. It's not going to make a big difference. And besides, I can just like make an anvil and keep repairing the armor. So it's not really a big deal. I'll just put it there. And then... Oh, it's not resin clumps. Okay, I need to actually smelt it. And yeah, it wouldn't work in blast furnaces. Alright, I didn't realize I've got to smelt it. I thought just resin clumps works. But I guess I've got to make some bricks. Yeah, and this is my first resin brick too. It looks so cool. Look at that. That looks very cool. Yeah, I like the texture. Yeah, and then that opens up a lot... I was gonna say a lot of building blocks, but I think I've got to make some resin bricks for me to see the rest. But yeah, I don't really like the look of the resin bricks and blocks like that much, because it's just like a vibrant orange. It's never really going to be used that much, but it's not really a big deal. I don't care that much. I'm still gonna try my best to find a way to use them, even if it doesn't look that good. And yeah, I think I'm just going to make a whole new set of iron armor, even though I've already got some leggings, just so they're all full durability. Okay, and yep, that works. Let's do it. Look at that, though. That's a very nice orange. That looks pretty cool. Okay, now take all that off and put it on. Yeah, I like that. That's a nice orange. I remember it being a bit darker than this, though, but I guess it kind of depends on the armor trim, maybe? Or maybe it's just because I saw it on, like, netherite armor, which would make it look a bit different. But yeah, I like it. Just wish it was a different armor trim than Coast. But it's fine. It's not a big deal. Yeah, and I'm gonna have to grind a lot of this resin if I want to do some building, because it just makes 1 out of the 4 resin bricks. So I need a lot of resin, which is going to be annoying to grind, I think, because I need to find a creaking, and I guess just keep smacking it, and smacking the resin, just smack there. I don't know if there's like a really efficient way to do it, or if that's just like the only way. Which is fine, though. It's just if any other mobs appear, it's not going to be very good. So my big goal for this episode is the challenge of surviving a night in the Pale Garden, which you can say I already did because I slept through the night, but that's not what I want. What I want to do is go up to the big Pale Garden. I think it's up this way. It could be up a different direction. Oh. But yes, one nearby to this on the mountain. I think it was the first one I went to. Oh, yeah, it's over there. Okay. If I want to go up there, I was originally going to take all my armor off and try and survive the whole night without dying. But then I found out other mobs can spawn in the Pale Garden. I just assumed they couldn't, because the creaking would be enough. But no, other mobs can spawn, so I think I'd prefer to keep my armor on. But yeah, I'll just be running around, trying to survive the creakings until day comes. And then that's when I'll actually be able to complete the challenge. But before I do that, I want to make a path up towards there, which shouldn't be too difficult. And where I want the path to go is towards like a watchtower I'm going to keep up there, which is what I'm going to build out of some resin bricks and pale oak, because I want to use mostly resin bricks, but I just think it's going to look bad. So I don't know if I'm going to build like a foundation of resin bricks and then pale oak around that. I don't know. I'll see how it goes. And I feel like resin and pale oak wouldn't really go well together anyway. But yeah, it's fine. So yeah, I just need to make a short little path here. It shouldn't take too long. I guess it's just a lot of clearing of dark oak trees. Or maybe I just don't clear any dark oak trees and I make the path through here, which is probably the better option. And then I've got to find a spot for the watchtower, which could probably just be here, I think, because it's like the highest point. Well, I think it's the highest point. And yeah, it doesn't really need to be like incredibly big. I can just like smooth this out by just breaking that. Then get rid of some trees here. And I'll just build the watchtower here. I'm not sure how I want it to look. I don't really want it to be too big, but maybe like pretty tall, I think, so I can like look out, see all the creakings, although I'm not really going to use it. It's just so it looks kind of cool. But yeah, I'm just going to clear out some trees here and then get started on like a simple path with just like, I don't know, pale wood with, I don't know, just like wood floors and fences or something, like just something really, really basic. Oh, okay. There's creaking spawning in. I think that's my sign to leave and go to my bed. Well, I guess while I'm over here, I should probably make the path over, right? Might just get rid of these oak trees, though, because I don't really want them here. Don't know what they're doing in a dark oak forest. Even a birch tree. I don't think birch can spawn here. I mean, clearly it can, but I would have thought it's not meant to. Okay, and for the path, I was just gonna do, like, a 2-block wide path and just make it all pale oak planks. But what I think I'll do... Oh, okay, there's a creeper. Yeah, it's so annoying. There's going to be so many mobs here because they just don't die because of all the trees. There's just so much cover here. Yeah, what I think I'll first do is just do some path blocks. Just so I know, like, where the path is going. Okay, and once that's all done... I'm not sure what I'm going to do once I get here. I'll probably figure that out once I've actually built the tower. I want to also get rid of some trees, just so the path isn't completely blocked. It's mainly just like the oak trees and maybe like a giant mushroom. Now I want to go along the sides of the path and just put like some pale logs randomly around. I don't really care the distance between them. Just... do it randomly. Okay, why there's so many animals just getting in the way here. And I think I'm probably, yeah, just gonna leave the path at the Pale Garden. And then I can just climb up through here and then the tower will be there. I was gonna like continue it on through here, but I think I might just leave it as like a connection between the biomes. Okay, now that I've done all that, I want to go along and just connect them with fences. Just, yeah, something simple like that. Which, it's pretty basic. And then I think I might add, like, moss carpets on top of all the logs, I think. I think that'll be a small but nice touch. Okay, there we go. I put all the fences down. And there's just a bit more I would like to do. But it's nighttime now, so I've got to sleep first. So I didn't actually put carpet on all of the logs. So I'll go around and do that. I'll probably get rid of all the grass. I don't really want any of that. And I'm just gonna go along and break like some random bits and put either like moss or pale oak planks there, I think. I'm not sure about the planks, but I think I'll definitely do moss. Well, not carpet. Maybe I'll just do moss. I don't know about the planks. I think I might just keep the planks on me. I don't think I'm gonna use them. But yeah, I'll just do some like random patches of moss, I think. And yeah, I think that'll look cool. And especially use like some moss carpets. And it'll look cool with that, I think. Although I don't know if I've got enough, so I might not do that. Okay, and the path is all done now. Oh, there's still a bit of grass that I didn't even break. Yeah, it's pretty simple, but it works. I'm happy with it. And yeah, I had some extra carpet left over, about like 20, so I just placed them all randomly. And yeah, placed them in some places so I'd have like the cool vine on the logs. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Didn't need to be anything special, just needed to be something quick and simple. And hopefully it's night soon. I think it should be, because I need to get started on grinding a bunch of resin. And I'm probably going to need a lot more pale oak, seeing as this house took a lot. I expect the tower to take way more. Or maybe it won't, who knows. Okay, so I've grabbed all my pale oak and like building stuff, so I'm going to head over now, and this gives you a good chance to look at the whole path, I guess. So yeah, I'm probably just going to try and find where the creaking heart is before it becomes nighttime. And I'll just build like a little box out of, I guess, pale moss, because that's easy to break. So I can kind of trap it and myself in there. So then I don't have to worry about any other mobs being annoying, which is good. And yeah, then I could just keep grinding a bunch of resin. I probably should have brought a furnace over though, but it's turning night now, I think, so I'll have to grab it later. So yeah, I'll just put everything in there for now. Guess put my crafting table down. Why do I still have a boat on me? Guess I'll just put it there. And yeah, I guess I was gonna say I can't find the creaking heart, but this guy's spawned, and I think I found out where it is. Is that the creaking heart making that sound? Okay, is it better? Oh yeah, there it is. Is it better if I, like, break those blocks? Okay, I think I just, like... Okay, yeah, it doesn't, like, always spawn, though. It's kind of inconsistent. And is there, like, a way I can make it better? Is it only on the logs it spawns? If I, like, do that... Yeah, I wasn't sure if I did that, it would, like, go onto the moss. If you can move over, thank you. Okay. And that will probably make things a whole lot easier. Do I have to wait for the particles to disappear to hit you again? I'm not sure how this really works, because sometimes it doesn't spawn, sometimes it does. It's a bit inconsistent. But yeah, I'm just hoping it doesn't take forever to grind a bunch of resin, because it's probably been a while, and I've barely got any. And I need a lot of resin if I want to be building. I wish there was a better way to get it. This is actually just horrible. Maybe there is. Maybe I'll have to do some research after tonight. And see if there's any like better way. Other than just like an AFK farm. Because I just don't want to have to build something like that. Even if it's like really simple. Okay, well I guess I'll just see how much resin I get then. And I'll see you once I'm done. Oh, he's gone. Wanna know how much resin I got? Definitely not enough, that's how much. Okay, I also found out the reason why sometimes it didn't spawn any is because it spawned it on the other side too, so I made like a little platform here, got rid of a few logs so I could just go around and hit that. Yeah, that is horrible. That is not nearly how much resin I need. I really just can't use much resin in this build. Which is probably for the best, because I don't really like how it looks, but like, man, that's horrible. That's actually horrible. 17 blocks that gets me. 17 blocks. Oh, and I can make a creaking heart now. Okay, I thought it was just I use a resin clump there, but I've got to use a block of resin. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, look at that. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, resin blocks you can insta-break with your hand. I didn't even know that. Surely that's not the same for resin bricks. I thought you had to use a pickaxe. Okay, that's new information. Okay, well, I guess I'll get rid of this platform, wait for another night, and see if I can get more resin, because I think I'm just going to have to grind for, like, multiple nights, and grind, like, a bunch of pale oak while I'm waiting. Because I'm not going to use much resin after that, but it's just really not getting me anything. I also forgot resin bricks are 4x4, not 3x3, so I'm getting a lot more. But still not much. Still not much. Okay, I've got my furnace here. So I can just get some resin smelting while I'm waiting then. And hopefully I've got enough coal for all of this. Okay, I think I'm done with grinding resin. I did it for 3 nights. Got like... quite a bit. That's all the stuff that's smelted. Then I've got a stack in here, each furnace, then another stack here. That's got to be enough. I just have to do what I can with that much resin. Also, I don't know how I just realized, but I'm at the wrong pale garden. The one I wanted to build this tower at is over there. And yeah, it's way closer. So I don't know how I got confused and came over here, but I did. So I was, yeah, originally gonna have the watchtower over there where I was gonna spend the night at the Pale Garden and survive, but it's not really important if it's over there, so I'm fine to just have the watchtower over here, then I'll just survive over there, because yeah, this Pale Garden is absolutely tiny. This is not gonna work. Over there's like barely big enough too. So while I'm waiting for all this to smelt, I think I might just go over and build a path over so I can at least have a path over there, because I wanted the path over to the, oh, oops, to the Pale Garden that I was actually going to spend the night at. But yeah, I did it to the wrong one. Okay, well, I was going to make a path, but this is the Pale Garden I'm going to spend the night at. And that's the Pale Garden I live in. It's because there's just one little stretch here that goes, like, out way further than the rest, so that it basically just meets up with it. So I don't think I'm gonna bother making a path, honestly. I think I'm fine. Okay, I just did a little bit more grinding since now and the last time, because I thought I might as well, and I just got some normal blocks of resin, just in case I wanted some of them. Although if I'm gonna use that, I don't think I want this much, but that's okay. So yeah, I think I'm definitely done with this tree. And because I would prefer it not to be spawning creakings while I'm trying to build, I think I might have to get rid of it. Okay, so what I want to do is grab all this resin, grab the blocks of resin, and I need to make a bunch of resin bricks. Oh, there we go, we got all the new recipes flooding in now, so we've got almost 3 stacks to play around with, which is good. And it's better if I put it in here. Yeah, I can see what I can do. Okay, it's really not anything that special. Slabs, stairs, walls, the basic stuff. Then the chiseled resin, though. I want to make, I don't know, at least 4 of them because... I mean, like, I don't know when you'd really use this, but it does actually look kind of cool. I thought it looked different. I just remembered it had a creaking on it. I swear the texture looked different before. That actually looks kind of cool. Still, though, yeah, the chiseled bricks of, like, any version... They're, like, usually the most random because they've got a creature on them, so, like, when would you ever really use it? But I kind of like this one, so I don't think it's going to be too bad using this. So I guess what I want to do is have the basic staircase down so I know how much space I need, which I'm probably going to use, like, resin for it. I'll just do, like, I don't know, I'll grab that. And then, where's, like, the middle? Where's a good spot to put it? Yeah, that's good enough. So then I'll build it up like 4, because that's how much I've got. And then I guess the door will be here. And I'm just going to have a spiral staircase, and it'll just be like a 3x3 room until I get to the top, where then there'll actually be something there. Which I don't know how big I want that to be, though. But I don't really need it to be too big. Okay, so I guess, yeah, the staircase would then just... Oh, not like that. Like this. Yeah, just something simple like that. Just slowly going up. Doesn't that... Yeah, hold on. Because I need it to then go there too. So I might actually just build this first. Just so I know how tall I want it to be and everything. And so I don't run out of resin after finishing down the bottom. Because I think I'm just going to do like the bottom bit. Just have some resin. Like mainly for like the foundation of the tower, I guess. And then I'll, I don't know, have like some walls going up. And like outline it type of thing. Yeah, just something simple like that. Okay, I've just stopped it there. I think if I go any taller, it's gonna look a bit weird. I don't think I need it to be too tall, so I think I'm just gonna do that. What are you doing here? I mean, maybe I'll even do 1 more block, but that's gotta be it. Because there's gonna be like a whole bit on top as well, so I can't forget about that. Not that that's gonna be very big, but I've still got to keep that in mind. But yeah, I just placed 1 more block up, and I think it should probably just end here, and I think that's a good spot. And then I'll just like, I think it can go just to there, and then that's, no, I can't even go there. Okay, I'll just leave it at that. Okay, so I just outlined the platform that I'd like, which it is pretty big. Although I need places to stand, and I feel like if I'm gonna have a roof here, I kind of need to do something like this, unless I just do like fences holding up the roof. But I was gonna do wherever there isn't some slabs, that's where a wall is, so then there'll just be a doorway at all sides here, and then there'll be fences running along the outside. And I guess what I can do is I can make it like, I can use stairs and make it like go out, but I might just have to go down and see if it looks way too big from the bottom. Okay, what are you doing here? I mean, it depends how big the base is, I guess. I think I can make it work, though. I think I can, but I feel like I'm going to have to work downwards on this. So I'm going to put the door in here, and then... I might do it the other way. I'll put the door in there, And I'm just gonna go around. I'll probably just do simple planks going up, I think. I don't think I really need anything else. Or maybe in like the middle here, I can do stripped or just unstripped maybe, because it'll contrast or something. I don't know if I want it like stripped because it kind of like blends in, or if I have it like that. What does stripped look like? I feel like I might strip it, maybe. Okay, all that's done, and I put in a resin floor down the bottom. So now I'm going to go up the top and just build the top bit and see how it looks. Then I'm going to have to see how I want the walls to look. And I think the foundation at the bottom that I was going to do first, made out of resin, I think I'm going to be doing that last, honestly. Just going to have to build it around everything. That's alright though. What I think I might do is, I think for the walls, I'm going to do some logs at the bottom. I was thinking I was going to strip them, but I might just keep them unstripped and see how that looks. And then I'll do the rest out of planks. Okay, while building the walls up there, I had a good idea for the chiseled resin. What if I put it at the top and bottom here, in place of the walls? I mean, I guess it kind of looks weird there, but I think I'm going to keep it. But it will look better at the top, I think. And then, yeah, I can just place it there. I mean, maybe it also looks weird here, but I don't really care. I'm going to keep it like that. Okay, I've finished up there with the top bit. Yeah, I've made something I'm happy enough with, but I don't know, it's not like it's the most amazing thing up there. At least it's pretty cool when you're actually up there, but down here, I don't know, it's kind of hard to see. But yeah, I just tried something different and wanted to see how that turned out, and I'm happy enough with it, so I'll just keep it because I can't be bothered to make something else. Yeah, it's a bit of a strange one, but I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Oh, I've messed up some stairs too. I don't know how that's happened. Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, I couldn't just do a normal wall and a roof. I had to have it open. Now, I probably should have done this first, but I think it's about time I fence this off here because I felt like I was going to fall off so many times. I don't know how I haven't already. And there we go. All done. I think I'm done for up here. It's definitely an interesting watchtower, but what do you expect from a biome like this, huh? It's just the difference between the resin and the pale oak, because this is just void of any color and the resin's just so vibrant. I don't know why, but I like it. It just shouldn't work, but it kind of does in a way. Now, I'm not sure where I want to bring this in. I feel like I should probably build something just one block out, and I should, yeah, round this out to there. But should I just do stairs immediately, or like leave it for one block and do stairs? I think I could do like a row of pale oak and then round it off again with some stairs, and then leave it at that, maybe? Okay, so I've done that, and then I think I can just build down from there. I think that works, because I guess here, maybe I can have some like fences going down, or walls actually, resin walls, that's what I should be doing. And then I can have, yeah, like maybe chiseled resin at each point, maybe, something like that. Okay, and that leaves me with like a 7x7 kind of border to build around. So what I'm gonna do is I've just left 3 blocks gap for the resin. That's probably all I need, and I don't have to use all that space anyway, because what I'm gonna do is it's gonna go along the outside, and then because it'll be like covering a layer of like logs here. And then after that, maybe it can blend into stripped logs and then planks. I was just going to do into planks, but maybe I should do stripped logs first, which probably wouldn't change much because it's just white and then white, but maybe the texture would help. I don't know. So I'll just see how that goes and if I can actually do it well. Okay, I kind of just didn't do the planks. I just left it with stripped and unstripped logs. And I mean, it's alright. I like it. Because I guess, like, if I just put more time and effort into, like, oh, what should go higher, what should go down, then, it would look better, but I don't really care that much. I just wanted it to be quick and simple. And I'm probably going to do more around there anyway, so the resin wall climbing up actually looks more normal. But for now, I think it's time to get started with this whole resin thing about the foundation and whatever. I want to see what I can do with that, and hopefully it actually turns out good. Okay, we've got a bunch of pillagers here now. That's great. Just gotta deal with them first before I can do anything. And I forgot I've also got hitboxes on. Okay, well, we get, an ominous bottle, but don't need that in this series. Okay, the slabs and walls actually used up quite a lot of resin, so I'm gonna have to be careful with how much I use here. Hopefully it's enough to actually, yeah, no, surely it's enough to actually cover everything here too. I might also have to move the door out by one, but I'll just have to see. And I need to make even more walls here. So there goes a lot of my resin. I mean, I've even got more here actually, because I don't even know if I'm going to use any of the blocks of resin. And I can always just make more. But yeah, I just had to use a bunch of resin there to make walls. So I can do this. Yeah, I should have been using this for building blocks the whole time, seeing as I can insta-break it. But yeah, because I feel like that's going to look out of place. Maybe once I've got the foundation in, it's not going to look that bad, but I think I'm going to have to do a bit of work to make that kind of like blend in a bit. But I don't know how. Maybe I could have some like blocks of resin around it. And maybe that'll make it look like it's like blending in. I don't know, we'll see. Okay, there we go. And then I can, if I place it right, put the chiseled blocks at the bottom of all of them. And I'm hoping that can help me just build around everything. And yeah, I definitely need to move this out. A slab there. There we go. Okay, I've just made a quick little entrance like this. And I thought putting behind the walls instead of just more bricks, because that just blends in. What if I just put the blocks of resin? Which then makes me think I can do that around the whole thing. And I can use like stairs and walls and slabs and create like, I don't know, like arches or something. I'll basically just repeat the same thing over here with all of the chiseled blocks. And I think that could actually make something pretty cool. So yeah, I guess it doesn't have to be too boring, but still not anything like absolutely amazing. But I never expect I'm going to make anything like that. Okay, so I've quickly come up with, yeah, just something like this to go around, and it went through so many designs because I had to be so careful with how I was using the resin. I expected this to go very differently because I expected to have enough resin blocks. Then I didn't. Then I thought, oh, night's here, I'll just go grind a bit more. Turns out the creaking heart here was the only one in this whole pale garden. Like, I get there's other ones, but I'm pretty sure the one at my house doesn't have any more. And I don't actually want to go up there until I go and survive the night. So I want to just leave that alone. So I was just careful with how I used it and just had to improvise and make this. Because I was going to have it all on the outside to like create depth. And then the wood will be on like a different layer. But I've decided to, yeah, just have it like this with some things coming out. And then have resin bricks at the bottom, because I had to use that, because out of everything I had more of that, and I wished I had some more blocks of resin, because yeah, they're very expensive. And yeah, I just used the rest to like, make it like, reach up like it's infecting the wood, so maybe that's why it's here, something like that, I don't know. And yeah, it's definitely a very strange watchtower, that's for sure, but hey, I don't mind it. I'm here for it. Yeah, it's so weird, but I love it. I don't care. It's good enough, alright? Okay, I've even added a few more changes, as you can see. I've put some resin down here, because I forgot I was going to do that. And so I could do that, I had to shave a little bit more blocks of resin off, because I literally had none to spare, so I did that by raising the brick layer up a little bit, in some spots. Didn't do it everywhere, but yeah, just some spots I made it too thick, but mainly just one. So yeah, I've got a bit of resin to spare and place some around. And then I also added lights in, because I kind of forgot I needed to do that. Yeah, so I just put some lights in around here, and yeah, it should be done. Looks weird, but I still like it. Okay, so I've moved everything back, and it was just night, and I had to sleep. So I've got to wait a whole nother 10 minutes for it to be night again, because the next thing I want to do is survive a night in the Pale Garden over there. So, I guess I'll have to wait until it's nighttime again, and in the meantime, I'll start collecting blocks for this series' haul, because I'll do that next, seeing as I've only got one task left, and if I've got one task left, I like to do it once I've completed the haul, because that's the end of the series, because I don't want to have like 20 minutes left, and I've already finished the final task. I'd like to actually finish the series when it's been 100%ed. So yeah, I'll just start collecting some blocks for that and putting them in a chest somewhere. And I should probably figure out where I'm building this thing. Actually, I'll probably build it up there once I've survived the night, because I don't think there's room anywhere else to build it. Okay, it's only like halfway through the day, and I've already collected everything. Well, almost at least, because this just needs to turn into an open eye blossom, which... Is there one still up here? Because sometimes they just don't close. No, they've all closed. Which, I guess, having the flower pots here has taught me when I'm placing them, I think I'm just going to have to use an item frame, because otherwise they're going to open and close, and they'll both just be the same flower, which isn't good. And the only other block is the creaking part that I'm missing, which in my inventory I've got the ingredients to make it. So we might as well make our first creaking heart. Looks cool. I'm not going to place it though, because I don't want to have to craft it again. Although it's not very expensive, I just don't have much resin on me. Yeah, I've only got enough for one more block. That's really not good. Okay, wait, for some reason I thought this was everything. But no, there's still 3 more items, I think it is. I completely forgot about bricks, so I need to grab that, and then I need to figure out what the other 2 items are. Because I'm trying to do it without looking at my list, but we'll see how far that goes. I mean, it shouldn't be too difficult, though, seeing as it's a really small update. Okay, it's turning night, so I need to quickly rush over, but I figured it out. I'm missing the button and pressure plate, which I did have to look in the crafting table for, but that's alright, I think. I would have liked to have more food on me, but I think I'm just going to have to run over, and hopefully that'll be enough to survive the night. Which I don't think it should be too hard, seeing as there's not even many creakings in one Pale Garden, because I thought there was like 100 or something. Not that many, but like at least 10. Yeah, I thought like most trees would have a creaking, but yeah, I guess not. Okay, I also want to use this chance to get a bit of resin. Although I won't be doing it too much because I've got to still survive. The hard part isn't really having to watch these guys the whole time. It's having to do it while fighting random mobs that just appear. So I'm gonna have to be really careful. And I'm gonna just run around as well. Just try and summon as many creakings as I can. And I guess see where all the creakings are. Yep, there's another one. Oh, and I guess I'll grab some of the eye blossoms while I'm here. Also, don't know where the other creaking went. Okay, I don't know why you blew up, but hey, you got rid of the other creeper. I ain't complaining. Okay, come on. There's a creeper here again. Okay, I had to had to let that explode. Just want to collect all the items though, because I probably will want to repair it. Yeah, there's so many creepers around here. I think I'm fine to just turn my back and run most of the time, though, is the thing. Okay, there's another creaking, though. Why? There's actually just a creeper everywhere. I just ran over here because I saw another creeper over there. And then there's just another one here. Is there a rule or something about only there being one creaking? Surely not. Surely the other ones are down there. It's just that it's too far away from their creaking heart, right? You'd think so, but I don't know. Yeah, there's 2. I've got 2 on me now. Yeah, that guy just got spawned in again, right? Surely he didn't get too far away. I thought they could get, like, decently far away. This isn't very far. I kind of want to see it happen. I want to see them, like, explode. I mean, they're not really exploding. There's, like, fall apart. Wait, is that 3? Or did the other one just, like, go around the side? Yeah, I don't know what happened to the others. Wait, yeah, they just stopped. Where'd they go? No, I hear them. No, they're still there. You're just not following me, and of course there's a cave there. Okay, at least it wasn't a big cave. Didn't take too much damage, so that's okay. And they're not following me down. So yeah, I think they've actually just stopped because I'm out of range. I was just testing that. Okay. I didn't think you were behind me. Yeah, every single creeper's blowing up, I guess. Yeah, I don't want to abuse that. I'm coming back. But I just still want to experiment with it. Why aren't you following me over here? And when do you just stop? Do you stop there? Yeah, you can't go any further. Because I think if you go any further, you'll just disappear, I guess. Okay, well, I guess I'll come back so you guys can move around. But that's decently far, though. So I don't know why the other ones stopped chasing me. Maybe I just got too far away and they didn't know where I was anymore. But it doesn't seem like that's a problem for these ones. How is that blown up again every single time? But yeah, it hasn't even really been a challenge. There haven't been that many mobs. It's mainly just been creepers, but they just blow themselves up. And if I've got a shield, they're not doing anything. Yeah, it's annoying. I've got to hit you, but then I've got to look at them. But if I just move around like that, why can't you move? Oh, because a carpet. Because the carpet's there, that's funny. Yeah, if I just move around them, then I can look at them. It's good having two, though, instead of just one. I thought that would make it harder, but then they're both just following, like, the same path. So it doesn't even matter. Is that the sun I see? Surely it's not already over. No, it's a pig. Okay. I just saw, like, pink or... I thought I saw orange, actually. But I guess I didn't. It would be good if they're both in different spots. So I can't look at them both at the same time. But I just can. Okay, here it's annoying because I tried to move around, but the zombie just wasn't having it. But it's fine because the creaking doesn't do much damage, which is probably for the best. But I still feel like it should do a little bit more damage. Most of the mobs, they just don't even see me. I've got to walk up to them. Wait, can I block you with my shield creaking? It's also going to break, which I guess will make things more interesting if it does. Oh, not another... Yeah, I can block you with my shield. Okay, I don't get why I'd want to, but that's interesting. Where's that skeleton? Oh, you're over there? Wait, where? Okay, what are you doing? I can also use them as a shield. That's funny. It's so annoying how they just hit you sometimes. But they must just... No, I think he does just go off my screen. But I just don't realize it because it's for like a split second. But it's fine. Okay. It's just trying to run there. I was even going to take off my armor for this as well, because I thought it was just going to be me and the creakings, but I didn't really want to risk it because there'd be a bunch of other mobs. Which I guess if I've got a shield, it's okay, but I just didn't want to have a chance of me dying and having to redo it, because I just wanted it to be over and done with. Oh, okay, and it looks like the night's almost over, which is good. I don't know how. It felt like I've been here for like 3 minutes. I might just, for the last few minutes, run. Actually, you can't come over here. And I'm not going to look at them. I'm just going to run and hope. I'm going to be running for a while and not even realize that they've stopped. Well, how are you still here? It's daytime. Surely you're gone. There we go. You're gone now. Well, that was fun, but easy. I survived the night, and it's time to get on with the haul and finally finish the series. And there's the tower in the distance. It's kind of hard to see because it's really small there. I don't know, it does look a little bit strange though, but I don't mind. Yeah, it's just the top bit. I made it look kind of weird, but I don't know, I still think it looks kind of cool. And it's just so weird with the resin there. It just doesn't work on the outside there, but it kind of does on the inside. But I mean, I had to build with it, so doesn't really matter. Also, before the series ends, I should probably, you know, get all these barrels done. I think it's about time. I just haven't been bothered because I've like never had any wood other than the pale oak, which I didn't really want to spend on barrels. But from making the path, I guess I chopped down a few oak trees, so let's just use that. And there we go. All done. It's about time. Now it just looks weird with no empty spaces. Okay, after taking a look at the list again, I realized on the list I forgot to even put the flowers there. So I'm missing a door and a sign here. I don't even know how I forgot about them. It's just there's too many different wood type items that you just can't remember them all. Okay, so I've cleared out an area here, and I'm not too sure how I'm going to do this, because I'm pretty sure I said it before, but I kind of found it a bit boring that both 100% 1.20 and 1.21's halls were basically just reskins. Of course, they were a bit different, but it was basically just the same thing, but the blocks switched around, especially on the inside. It was mainly the inside, the outside was like pretty different. But anyway, I've decided that this time I'm gonna do it a bit differently, and I'm gonna have the hall just be outside. It's not gonna be a building, it's just gonna be everything outside. And now's probably the best time because this whole update is themed around a forest. And also because I don't have that many materials, it's gonna be too difficult to gather all of them to build a building, even though there's not too many blocks. I mean, it's still a decent amount, but it's not too bad, I guess, compared to other updates, seeing as this is only a game drop. But anyway, I just don't know how much space I'm still going to need, because I've got somewhat of an idea of what I want to do. I want to have, I'm thinking maybe like a tree trunk in the middle that's going to display the creaking heart, because with every hall, I've had a centerpiece that always appears at the end. So 1.20 was the piglin head, 1.21 was the mace. Obviously this one I've got to do the creaking heart. So I was thinking having like a trunk here, like a cut down tree trunk, and I'll have like a bunch of different areas around it that show off all the different blocks. It's just how much space is that going to take? Because I need to think of an actual design to show off each block, and I don't want it being too big, because if it ends up being even 3 blocks, even like 3 blocks wide, which I think is what I'm going to have to do, like a 3x3 thing, I think, that's still a lot of space. Because what I think I'm going to do, if I just grab some stuff out, so I have like a 3x3 of wood, have some like fences going up, if I can place it right. How are both of them placed wrong? Maybe have something like that. And then I wasn't sure what I want to do here. Like, I just add another fence and I add the block on top. Say it's like a log. I'll just add that there. I was thinking something like this to house them in. But even then, that's pretty big. And how many of them do I have to make? Quite a few. And if it had to be like an item frame, I'd probably do like a trap door on top and then have it on the trap door. Although that probably wouldn't work. I don't know. I'd figure something out for the item frame. But yeah, I just don't know if I want to have like a fence here or if I even want to do this, because it's just a lot of space I need then if I'm going to be doing something like this. But what I could do is connect different groups, because there's like 3 or I guess 4 main groups here, but I could probably connect these up with a pale moss. So we've got pale oak, resin, and then pale moss, and I could probably connect the flowers with them, although I might just keep them separate. But yeah, I could just do that, have it in groups where it's like going along, and that saves some space. Could I have a different building if I'm going to do something like that? I don't know. But what I think I should do first is at least get this trunk sorted out, because I think I'm definitely going to be doing that. It's just easier to have that down, so then I know like how far around I can build. I don't want to like build in the space I want the trunk to be. So yeah, I think I can like put it over here, and yeah, I'll just see how it goes. It's probably, I don't even think it's going to look that good, but yeah, I just don't want it to be too big. Like a 3x3, is that fine, or do I need it to be like 4x4? I think I'll do 3x3, because then I can just have it in the middle. It's just that, yeah, it's not going to look too good, because it's pretty small. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. Okay, I've done that. It doesn't even really look like a trunk. It just looks like a big blob of wood. But I think that works too, honestly. I'm fine with that. I just might do a bit of stuff over here, maybe. Just to make it look... because it looks a little plain over here. I might just change it up a little bit. Yeah, and then obviously the creaking heart will go there. And yeah, I think that's actually alright. Okay, so that's how big the pale group is. And I think that's fine to just do it in the building I had it in before, and I'll just have it in like a big group. So it's going to be pretty basic, sure, but I think I might just change up the design I had a little bit because, yeah, it is a bit basic. I was gonna say I don't really care that much, it's alright, but no, I think I should change it up a bit because I kind of want to use some pale moss in it. I just don't know how. Okay, so turns out I was worrying about basically nothing. I'm fine if I'm using the design I made, although I do have an idea for just a small change. It's not anything too big. So I've just mapped out where all the blocks are gonna be, and I'll have to extend it all by one more, I guess. This is the pale moss, and then I did the flowers here because I kind of wanted to have them separate because I want to put some like more flowers around to just show them changing. Because I was thinking, oh, I could just have one, and then over time it'll change. So basically I've got 2 for 1. But I thought, no, I'll just have both of them here, and I'll have some flowers around to show that changing aspect. And then over here we've got the pale oak I put in the corner. I didn't do any on this side because I wanted at least a way in. Yeah, so I've got it in the corner here, and I've had it, yeah, go around a bend because I thought that would look cool, I guess, something different. And then we got the resin here, and I've still got so much space. A lot more space than I wanted, so I've got the wrong problem here. So I'm gonna start actually digging everything out, so there's space to put the planks down as the floor. Okay, now that I've done that, I can go around and start putting down all the planks. And I think instead of fences, I'm just gonna go ahead and use pale oak logs because I think it'll look better and it works well with my new addition. I'm gonna add some moss carpets along the side where there aren't fences because I wanted to add moss in, but I just thought it would look weird. But I think I can use the carpets, and it only really works because I get this effect, which will kind of distract you if I'm actually showing off the oak, the pale oak wood or log, which I mean the log will be fine because it's facing the other way, but if I'm showing off the pale oak wood, that'll actually distract you from it, I think, so it works decently well. Which I guess it also means most of the planks underneath you don't even see. So I think I might not do it under all of them. I'll just probably sprinkle it around at the end. That's probably a better idea. I also wasn't sure if I wanted it to be 3 blocks tall, but I think 2 blocks, I think it works at just being a really short roof. And there we go, that's all the roofs put in. I actually need to do that too, almost forgot. This was just, yeah, so much easier to make than a whole building for the hall. Which, I mean, obviously, just look at this. This is barely anything. And it kind of just feels good to not have to put much effort into that at the end of the video. And I honestly just really like it. I like the vibe, it's really cool. So, I guess now I can go around placing some carpets. And I need to be careful not to overuse them. Okay, so I put all the moss down. I think I started off decent, not overusing it, and then it kind of got worse. I mean, actually, no, it doesn't even look that bad. I think it's fine. But yeah, I think now it's time to start putting in the blocks. Alright, let's do it. And then we'll finish with the creaking heart afterwards. Okay, I just got all the blocks out, but then I realized for the ones that go in item frames, I never actually did anything for them. And I've also got some stuff that is hanging, so for that I'm probably just gonna like put a slab there. So I'll grab a few of them for that. And then for the ones with item frames, I think what I'm gonna do is just have like that there. And then I'll put like an item frame on it. I think that works. Oh, wait, hold on. I didn't even know you could do that. That's cool. And then also, the reason I've got 2 resin here is because I wanted to like show it on the ground as well. So I think I'll just have it in the item frame there and then have it on the ground. I was hoping it could like go up there, but I think I'm just going to do that because I want to show off that you can like put it on the ground, but I don't want to just have it like that because you'd look at that and some people would probably think, what is that? Although that's probably not true. It's just that, I don't know, it's kind of confusing. Like you wouldn't really think it's that, you know? So I think I'll just have to put it there, which is fine. Okay, I just started placing the blocks, but turns out I made this one too big. It's meant to be 8 blocks, but it's 9 blocks. So I'm just gonna have to cut it off there quickly and then place the blocks again. Okay, I think I'm good to place all this without interruptions now, thankfully. Okay, another problem. Doors are 2 blocks tall. So how does that work? Let me raise it real quick. Okay, I've just raised it like that. It does look a little bit weird, but I think it's fine. Alright, let me continue. And there we go. That was the last block placed. Or I guess not really. It also looks like with the carpet here that there isn't even a block there, like I forgot. Which is pretty funny. Yeah, almost done. But yeah, before I put down the creaking heart, first, as I said before, just want to put a few flowers around here. Should probably only do that many, or maybe like one more. Because, yeah, I don't want to overdo it. Oh, I mean, I don't know, I've only got 2 flowers left. I can find spaces for them. Yeah, like back here. Okay, that works. But yeah, just one more block that I had in my inventory. The final task. Activating a creaking heart. Okay, I thought it spawned in activated when I place it, which I guess makes sense. I was hoping it was gonna stay dark for a second and then go bright, but why would it? That was a bit anticlimactic because of that, but it's fine. It's not a big deal. Man, look at that. The series is already over. Just want to take a quick look at everything around here. Imagine if I missed a block. That would be funny, but surely not. It's such a small update. There's no way I missed a block here. I really hope I didn't. But if I did, oh well, I don't really care. I guess let's finish the series outside my house instead of doing it up here. As much as I really like how this turned out, I want to do it at my house because that's the thing I'm most proud of. Well, that kind of went faster than I expected, honestly, even though it's a game drop. They're meant to be pretty short. Yeah, I was hoping it wasn't going to go to a 3rd episode because that would have been pretty bad, but to be fair, this video could be like an hour and a half, and I have no idea because the first episode went for a bit longer than I would have hoped. It broke the hour mark, but not by too much. But that's okay. That's not too bad. I just hope this isn't that much, which I don't think it should be because I didn't really do too much, seeing as there wasn't much left to do. I just hope building the tower didn't take too long, but that was still fun. But yeah, I've only been playing on this world for a few days, but it still feels a bit special to me, even though I spent multiple months on the other worlds, and somehow it kind of has the same feeling. Not as much, definitely, but I'm gonna miss this world still, even if I wasn't here for very long and didn't really get to do too much. But I'm gonna be excited to start a brand new world and play all 4 game drops that have released and one that's releasing this year later. I'm so far behind, but hopefully I'll be able to catch up. Yeah, I'm not sure when the Spring to Life one is coming out, but hopefully it won't be too long, because I'm going to start doing some Silk Song after I upload this, and then another Stardew video. So, don't know how that's going to work out, don't know when I'm going to have time to record and edit this, but we'll see. Alright, I hope to see you next time in 100% Spring to Life.